Life can change in an instant. For many wheelchair users, the struggle to push forward is a daily challenge.
After years of development and countless prototypes, we created Rib Grips, the revolutionary wheelchair hand rim covers with built-in ribs for ultimate grip and comfort.
No more slick surfaces, no more heat burns, just pure, reliable grip. Rib Grips, empowering you to push forward with ease. Rib Grips, get a grip on your freedom. Discover the difference. Visit ribgrips.com and use promo code GRIP today. You just found the perfect product that helps with staying cool during hot summer runs. No more gross warm water. Stay cool with this product from Gear Handle. This hydration tube cover helps keep your water cool and easily accessible. Stay hydrated during those long summer runs or even delay from freezing in the winter. Plus, they're compatible with various brands of water bladders and come in various colors. Visit gearhandle.com and use promo code H2O today.
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. And I should definitely point out that we are on episode 100 of the show. I can't believe, I just remember the days almost 2 years ago when I didn't even see myself having more than 5 episodes, and now we're on episode 100. It's so crazy. I just want to thank you guys again so much for all the love and support. And you guys just show me unconditional love all the time. Even when I'm out in public and stuff, I get recognized now. Celebrity. It's I don't know about all that. Okay?
Celebrity for sure.
But now my DMs are still dry. But anyway, before we continue with this, and let me just address too, my voice is a little hoarse. I was sick all weekend, but the show must go on, darling. It happens. So I'm going to do the best I can to make it through this. I took a shot of Dick. Well, we good, and we got the alcohol. So before we continue with this really, really fun episode that I'm so excited for, let's go ahead and give a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to you by Four Brothers Construction with my boy Joel Alvera, who provides custom home designs and renovations. He also focuses on roofing, remodeling, plumbing, tree removal, electrical work, and so much more, darling. Joe and his entire team of delicious men are building affordable dream homes for you. Their bathrooms look just as delicious as they do, all right? Call the number on the screen, Four Brothers Construction. Thank you for your long-time sponsorship. It really means the world to me. Ooh, of course, my boy Frank Biza with B&J Refinishing, who focuses on resurfacing bathtubs, counters, sinks, tiles, and more to original showroom quality. Offers 5-year warranty on most work and has the best prices in town, darling. He also has inflatables, a mechanical bull, margarita machine, tables, chairs, a foam machine, and so much more, making all your summer parties super litty kitty. My boy Frank Biza does it all. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the David Santabañez with Alinea Real Estate. He's the #1 sales agent in his office to help you buy a home or sell your property, darling. Make sure you follow him on Facebook at David with Alinea, or call the number on the screen, darling, for all your real estate needs. My boy David has also been a longtime sponsor of The Public Affair, and I truly appreciate you, bro. Ooh, of course, to Pee-wee's Crab Cakes on the Go in Hewitt, Texas with Anika Armstrong. That's my jam. I'm sorry, I love it, okay? Serving the most authentic Asian cuisine with a wide selection of signature crab cakes, pasta, seafood, and more. My favorite is the blackened chicken seafood pasta, but their top recommended is the southern fried catfish special, served with seafood pasta, potato salad, and 6 fried shrimp. Now, the fish is topped with Who Dat sauce. I'm not going to tell you what it is because you got to head over to 108 Jim Drive in Hewitt or order online at orderpeeweescrabcakesonthego.com. Thank you so much to my girl Anika Armstrong for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to my boy Juan Morales with Waco Fencing and stuff. Juan builds privacy fences and chain link fences, perfect for all that extra home privacy. Extra with my wink. He also builds wood decks, stone patios, and gorgeous flower beds. Contact him with the number on the screen for your next consultation. To my boy Juan Morales, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, to my girl Sonia Childers with Sonia's Event Planning and Rentals. So, she's an event planner that specializes in weddings, quinceañeras, baby showers, corporate events, and more. Now, she's appointments only, so take the stress off of planning your event off your shoulders and reach out to her for a consultation at Childers1994 at yahoo.com, or call the number on the screen. To my girl Sonia Childers, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Truly appreciate you all. All right, guys, so like I said, I've been really, really excited to have this next guest on the show. Wow, it's actually been, 2 years ago around this time, I was thinking, oh my goodness, I have to figure out who my first guest for this show is going to be. And I reached out to this person. He was at the height of his career, one of his career heights. And I just thought, what a perfect opportunity for episode 100 to revisit with him almost 2 years later. He is an amazing lyricist here in Texas, and he's a self-proclaimed best lyricists in Texas, which we're going to talk about here shortly. I would love to re-welcome my friend T-Moe to the Public Affair for episode 100. Oh my goodness. Doesn't it feel like just yesterday?
It does, man.
It feels like just yesterday.
I still remember our first one, man.
Wasn't it crazy?
It's crazy.
It was crazy. We had 4 cameras and 2 of them were like horrible.
Yeah. It was an adventure for sure.
I was telling that to shout out to Jeffrey, who's actually doing this episode, and I was like, yeah, we used to have like so many cameras, and I was like, just take 2 of them out because this is just not working. And I also want to point out, T-Moe, that before I was an independently funded podcast, so I couldn't afford like everything. But hello, now I can get the big bottle of Hennessy, darling.
Big boy bottle.
When I went, I felt so good. I was like, yes, I want the big bottle, please. Top shelf, okay. T-Moe's coming. That's what I'm gonna let you just.
I love me some Hennessy.
I know. Oh my goodness, how have you been?
I've been grinding, man.
Yeah,
television for sure.
Still doing your thing.
Proud of you though, man. It's 100 episodes.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I never thought.
What a milestone.
I never thought 100 episodes.
It's fun, ain't it?
Yeah, it's real. This podcast has completely changed my life, T-Moe. It's completely
celebrity
changed.
now.
I don't know about all that. Everybody says that.
Yeah,
I just really be going home eating bonbons. Like I'm just all right. I don't be doing shit. I don't go to events unless I'm getting paid for them.
Oh yeah. That's how you know you're a celebrity. You gotta pay me.
Anyway,
gotta pay me to show up. Sure.
Listen. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So for anybody who doesn't know, T-Moe and I have actually known each other since we were in high school.
Absolutely.
And gosh, so that's over 15 years at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still 21. Don't worry about it.
Okay. At heart, right?
Yeah,
for anybody who like doesn't know who you are, maybe who didn't watch the first episode, can you introduce yourself to us, please?
T-Moe, man, Waco, Texas native, born and raised here. I'm a hip hop artist / songwriter. So I've just been doing my thing.
Yeah,
licensing music for television shows, video games, movies, and just more recently now we're starting to delve into songwriting for other major artists. So.
Oh, okay, got you. Ooh, I want to talk about that because I did run into you by fluke the other day. You were a very special lady. Who is she?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Please. Okay.
I don't know. People just sit by me sometimes. They see me. Shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, there's no dudes ever just sitting by me. That's for damn sure. Okay, listen, don't mind my profuse sweating. It's because I told you I was sick, so I'm getting better. Anyway, okay. No, okay, so, I just want to tell you that at the time that you came for the first recording, I was so grateful that you even took the time to do it because we had lost touch for a little bit. I was on the radio, I don't do the radio anymore. Yeah, because, this is popping now. so, God, T-Moe was at the height of his career with a song on the Mortal Kombat 11 trailer, which is a huge international game. What's been going on the last 2 years since we last met, T-Moe?
Last time we spoke, since then I've dropped the album.
You have Color Me Dope, which I love, yes.
Yeah, so I dropped the album. I've been traveling back and forth from New York. Did Sway in the morning.
Oh, how was that experience for you?
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Sway, do you love Sway?
I've always loved Sway. I grew up on Sway. He's such a class act.
Yeah.
Just that was one of my dreams, one of my bucket list things to do is go on Sway's platform and rap. So I got the opportunity to do that. Man.
Oh, that's so great.
Just been traveling around, putting in work for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, I remember on episode 1 that you teased the Color Me Dope album. Okay. And then so literally like, I think 2 months later, you actually released it. And I really liked it a lot. Some of my favorite tracks were Check Me Out.
Check Me Out.
Okay. With the little guitar riff and stuff like that. Right. And can I just say that I really appreciate you singing on the track Never Tomorrow.
Crazy, right?
No, because you know what? When we were in high school, I remember you singing.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't know that about
they didn't know that about you. Yeah. But, and can you please tell everybody that I was antisocial in high school?
Absolutely.
Nobody believes me. Nobody fucking believes me.
The way he talks now, he wasn't talking back then. No. That's for sure.
Remember we said that I had the deep voice?
Yeah, man, it was crazy. His deepest voice wouldn't use.
I didn't want you guys to know that I was gay. But now, now since I've had this show, I had Gia Marie on that show who does OnlyFans. Yeah. And she said that she was gay. I could have slept with so many of the football players. Yeah.
Crazy.
Probably. You know what? What was the reception like for Color Me Dope? I mean, was it a good experience for you?
Absolutely. It's actually better than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
Previously, the mixtape I got the juice was more just a display of lyricism.
Okay, gotcha.
And me just showing out rap skills, and Color Me Dope was more of me being an artist and showing I have range and writing skills. So yeah, the feedback I got from it was great.
Okay, that's really good. What was your favorite track to record off of Color Me Dope?
Duality.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now, is it a joint album with you and is it C Walker?
So C Walker is my producer.
Okay.
And I'm sure you guys will do an interview one day. But he produced the entire thing. All the beats were made by him. He mixed, mastered, and recorded the entire thing. So,
for sure.
Yeah. So I just definitely put his name right on there on the side of mine. So I just feel like his project. Too.
And you know what? That album artwork to me is just absolutely like crazy. So like it's just astronomical to me. What was the inspiration behind it?
Just the concept behind the album anyway was just the saying "color me bad." So when you hear it, I just want you to know it's dope music. So just color me dope, and I just wanted that title to pop out. So I just kind of went with like a 3D thing.
Oh, okay.
Had the splashes of color.
It was. I like the eyes.
Yeah, the color, TV color test. So I did like a nostalgic throwback.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's very alien to me.
Absolutely.
Like I'm getting like out of the galaxy vibes.
Absolutely.
Type shit.
That's where I was when I made that album. I was definitely.
You know what? You have a friend here spectating. Can we give him a shout out, please?
Yeah, that's my brother. That's Darian Kyle.
Okay.
He's my favorite artist of all time.
Oh yeah. Is he Darian? Are you from here? Is he from here?
He's from here.
Oh, okay.
Darian's he has TV placements as well. Oh. And I don't know what I can I say legally?
You can say whatever you want.
He's done some major things. He's doing major things.
Yeah.
Really next level, big stage. Okay. I can cuss on here, right?
T-Moe, please.
Shit. So, big
T-Moe, you were the first guest of the public affair.
Absolutely. I get a little.
It's slutty. It's disgusting. I said some deplorable shit in 100 episodes.
Yeah, Darian Kyle. A lot of people do know him, but if you don't, just know he's coming. He's on the way. Okay. He's doing even bigger things than I'm doing.
Are you saying that he's kind of like your prodigy, or
he's not? I'm his.
Oh, man.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Get out of here.
That's who we need to be talking to. Yeah. Okay, no. Yeah. As far as musically, he's just one of the most gifted people I've ever met.
Have you guys collaborated on a track?
Absolutely. We're on the same label.
Is it Proper? Okay. Yeah. I have questions about Proper because I've had some artists on this show. I've learned a lot about the music industry doing this. And whenever I have one rapper on the show, you should see my DMs. Oh, T-Moe, you should see my DMs.
They need the publicity.
I wish that as much as I've promoted sleeping with straight married men, I wish all of them were in my DMs. Instead, I got a bunch of rappers, which no shade. There's a lot of great artists in town. You know what I mean? But where's all the men? You know what I mean? Why am I still sleeping with myself? I'm still single. Jesus Christ.
I can't stand it.
I want to talk to you about I Got the Juice because I really did like that album a lot. Right. I see that it was pulled off of streaming platforms. Yes. Can we talk a little bit about that and
Absolutely.
Why it was?
So, I guess it was just kind of a good thing, bad thing. Okay. When I made that, I had no accolades, no anything. Mm-hmm. So some of the instrumentals that I used on that mixtape were other people's. It were major artists.
Oh.
So once I started getting enough streams to be noticed, then they got flagged.
Oh, really? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Is it because school me on this. Is it because you were selling that album that they took it out?
Well, it was on streaming platforms.
Okay.
So once my streams started, I could have started making money.
But they were like, oh no, you didn't get cleared.
Yeah, we're not even going to give you time to make money.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
So it was like, I'm on the radar enough to where you're recognizing.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So do you ever plan on maybe, I guess, visiting the conversation to kind of get it? Because it was a good album.
It was, especially artistically. I was telling him the other day, I don't even know if I could get in that headspace to where I was in.
Right. Can you just send me a copy?
Absolutely.
Please, can you just send me a copy for all intents and purposes?
I still have it. Yeah, for sure.
Well, you know what? Gosh, T-Moe, there's so much that I want to cover with you. We are going to take a quick little break, okay? And when we get back, I want to know more about all of T-Moe's successes, everything that you've been doing in the last 2 years, because you are writing music for big artists, which I definitely want to talk about as much as you're allowed to share, okay? And I'm just so excited to have this conversation here with my friend almost 2 years later. So make sure you guys stay tuned here on The Public Affair. We'll be right back. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this really, really fun episode, my 100th episode of The Public Affair with Mr. T-Moe, the rapper. Before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to you by Elite Barbershop with my boy Sid Rodriguez, located on Hewitt Drive. You can call the number on the screen or book the Cut app or download the Cut app to book your next appointment. He takes walk-ins as well. They got Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, Clint, and Isai over there making you look super scrumptious. For over 100 episodes of The Public Affair, they made me look scrumptious since episode 1. Sid, thank you so much for all your support, bro. I truly, truly appreciate you. Ooh, of course, the Banda's hauling service with Julian and Ana Banda. They rent dump trailers, you fill it up, and they haul it away. They also do junk removal and tree brush removal and haul cars in and out of town. I definitely feel like it's one of those businesses that you don't ever feel like you need, but then you really do low-key need it because city shade. Okay. Book now with the number on the screen, Julian and Ana Banda. Thank you guys so much for your longtime support of The Public Affair. Of course, to Embrace Fitness with Lisette Luna and Amanda Switzer. They teach group fitness classes that are fun and dynamic, darling. They also specialize in total body workout with workouts by Excola and by Jackie and Zumba Step. Classes are Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. And you can also contact them to rent the building out for parties and small events. Ladies, thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Ooh, of course, to my boy Eric Carrillo with Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep. He was also featured on episode 50 of The Public Affair. You can hit him up for your next new or pre-owned vehicle, and graduation just happened. So, you want to buy your kid a new car, you got to go hit up my boy Eric Carrillo, he even offers a $200 same day referral bonus if they buy the day you send them. He gives you $200. Can you imagine like 5 people? That's like $1,000. I'm trying to send people. Go and tell them I sent you, right? And remember, just buy your next vehicle for your next loved one or for the kid that just graduated. Contact him with the number on the screen and get your new ride today, darling. To my boy Eric Carrillo, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Taquiza Palacios with Onisimo and Lupe Palacios, they provide delicious and affordable tacos for any event. Their meat choices include, oh my goodness, my mouth is watering, carne asada, pollo, chorizo, pastor y barbacoa. And don't forget the aguas frescas. The flavors include limonada, horchata, piña, melon, jamaica, y tamarindo. Oh, it's delicious. I stuffed my face when they were here. They also provide all the plasticware. Book now with the number on the screen to Taquiza Palacios. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, the Parkway National Insurance. My girl Nancy Polsini, she provides insurance for all commercial trucks and tractor trailers, and also for all contractors and home and auto insurance. Basically, all your insurance needs, you got to hit up my girl Nancy Polsini. Call the number on the screen for all insurance inquiries. Y habla español, my girl Nancy Polsini. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. All right, guys, we're going to get right back into it. My boy T-Moe is here 2 years later. I'm so excited. Let's get back into it, darling.
Yes, sir.
Hey, guys, welcome back to this episode, the 100th episode of The Public Affair with my boy T-Moe. T-Moe is here 2 years later. Yeah. Still one of the best lyricists ever, I have to say. Absolutely. I love the Color Me Dope album. You know, some big things have been happening for you. Okay, you mentioned to me the other day that you're writing for, if I get it wrong, correct me, is it?
I know what you're talking about.
No, what do you mean? Are you not allowed to divulge?
Legally, no, but yeah. My brother and I are doing some crazy things right now.
Okay. Well, can you talk to us a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes as much as you're allowed to share?
Yeah. My brother is just, he's amazing. I can't stop singing his praises enough, Darren Carr. Okay. And what he's doing right now on a music level is super epic.
Yeah.
A lot of songwriting. And so we just that's all I can say.
Wait. So when you say that you're writing for major artists, are you writing raps for major artists? Are you writing songs? Everything. Okay. So I think I want to say we might have talked about this on my first episode, or maybe I talked about it with somebody else. We talked about ghostwriting.
Absolutely.
Or we talked about not writing your own rhymes and stuff like that. So is that what that's considered if you're writing rhymes?
To a degree. I think rap snobs.
Okay.
You know, with rap music, it's kind of taboo for somebody to write your
right.
But for pop music, R&B, it's normal.
Okay.
And so we just write every style.
So are you not allowed to like divulge who you're writing songs for?
No.
Like, okay, now let me ask you this: is it artists that we may know?
Absolutely.
Really? So I wonder, do you make a lot more money doing that than putting out your own music, or?
It depends.
Okay.
It's just, it's two sides to it. So there's writers and then there's artists. And so it's lucrative either way it goes.
So how did the alleged writing for other big artists come about?
I've always kind of delved into that myself personally anyway. It's just now that my brother is getting his foot in the industry all the way how he's supposed to be. It's ramped up and it's bigger people and it's bigger names.
Right.
Bigger producers. So it's gonna be crazy. The next few months are gonna be real interesting.
Really? Okay. So do you have any plans to release your own music still?
Absolutely. I'm working on another album as we speak.
Right.
My brother records every day. So,
hey.
we rocking.
So you're with the proper music label. That's what it's called, right? Okay. And then there's other artists in town that I guess are a part of that label as well. So are they involved in your songwriting process for these bigger artists?
So the only artists we have in town are just me and my bro.
Oh, is that right?
We have some other guys out of state.
And
they're doing their thing too. But only in Waco is me and him.
Oh, okay, I got you. So who runs proper? I guess I don't know why I was misunderstood. I don't know why I misunderstood that everybody was just under that same label.
No.
Yeah, I got you.
No, just us two.
Okay, okay. So let's go ahead and get down to the good stuff.
Okay.
Right? All right. So after I had you on my show, of course, after I just have to say, 100 episodes in, every time I have a guest, there's always that one or two people that have something to say.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I've definitely learned to stay above the fray or whatever. So what do you feel about people with the negative connotations about T-Moe? So I'm just gonna put it out there. I had a lot of people tell me, T-Moe's not the real deal. He's buying his views. He's buying his streams, this and that. So how do you respond to something like that?
I don't understand how you. I don't understand how you buy streams and views when you're on one of the biggest video games,
darling,
of all time, literally of all time.
Yeah, for sure.
They're just. That's people that they either don't understand the business or they're jealous.
So we're denying the accusations.
Oh, man. Mama numbers speak for themselves.
I definitely think that they're all authentic. You know, in this process of having the public affair, I've learned about, you know, there are people who buy like YouTube views and streams and stuff like that. Yeah,
and they had like 6 comments. I just did Sway in them. We're talking about MTV. I've interviewed Obama. I just did his platform.
Right. So do you think it's not fair that people are thinking, oh, you're getting all this recognition because you were on all these big platforms?
I'm on it because I worked for it.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, so, you know, instead of the accusations, how about you ask me how I got on there? I love giving free game.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
How'd you get on there?
Because I'm good.
You know what? No, but I tell that all the time to people too, because, you know, I learned about the buying views and things, and I would much rather have a YouTube episode of the public affair do 300 views in 1 week authentically than buying 2,000 views and there be no like.
The thing with buying views is you can't gauge your audience, your demographic. You don't know who likes you and who doesn't. So though it may look good, like the aesthetics of it looks good, it actually hinders your growth as an artist. Right. So if I'm saying this right now, guys, stop it.
So what you're saying is that you don't promote buying views. So I wonder what the purpose of that is.
It's just the weirdest thing ever.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I definitely think that your work should speak for itself as well, because you do get honestly, and you know, I just wanted to bring that up. I like to bring up all the salacious stuff. Okay.
No, that's a good thing. That was a great question.
But I had a lot of people like tell me that, and I was like, you know, why don't we just? I mean, he was on Mortal Kombat. He was on Sway in the Morning.
MTV,
you know what I mean?
HBO, UFC.
Were you on HBO? What were you doing on there?
I was The Rock Ballers. Yeah, that show too. Go check that out. It's just crazy, man. And you know what it is when people that there are a few people that say weird stuff like that. It kind of just, it makes me, and I've learned to like kind of sidestep it, but it used to make me want to rub the accolades in your face. Like you'll never get it because you say weird stuff like that. But yeah, I've learned to just ignore it.
Well, you have to learn how, I always tell my friends, T-Moe, that everything doesn't deserve a response.
Absolutely not.
You know what I mean? And if I like went in on everybody who left me a negative comment on YouTube after 100 episodes, you know what I mean?
Talk your shit.
I'm too busy recording. Damn it!
Busy.
I have to like record this week too. Like, oh my goodness, I was sick all weekend. I wanted to stay in bed. So, gosh, I will say, okay. So I have noticed that there is a small community of rappers in town, and I don't know if they've always been a small community or if it's just because I started the show and now I'm getting exposed to a lot more things. Right. Do you feel like you paved the way for a lot of the up and coming rappers here in town?
I can't necessarily say that. There were guys. Back when it was unpopular to rap, the Hustler E's, Black Sun Media Groups, just a lot of guys. Shout out to Big Binky. It's a lot of guys that were paving the way for me to do what I'm doing. Right. And I learned a lot from them, and they gave me game early on. So I just think that I took the torch and tried to show people there's other ways and avenues to get in the music business.
Do you think that your ways of, I guess, like passing along the torch might have been misconstrued as like, oh, you're being stuck up or whatever the case is? I've experienced that in this game.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that just comes with winning.
Okay.
If you're a pure-hearted person and you're happy to see other people win, then you'll win, and you put that energy into the universe, it comes back to you.
No, for sure.
I can't stop somebody with jealousy or envy that they have in their heart. So
no, I got you.
Yeah.
So and when I say that, I noticed that there's a small like rap group. I don't see you in that group. I don't know. Is there a reason why?
I just think, and I even think we could take this back to school. I've always separated myself.
Okay.
I don't follow the traditional paths of stuff.
Right.
So it may look a certain kind of way because I just kind of just do my own thing. I just bop to the beat of my own drum.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, people don't like that.
No, but so if people don't like it for all intents purposes, do you think that it's nothing personal? You just want to say, because I say that about this show.
Right.
Like I'm very tunnel vision about the public affair.
Sure.
And I want if you want to start a podcast and you want to do your thing, you should totally go for it. Because remember, I told you, I don't know if I'm going to do more than 5 episodes of this show. And when you came on the show, I had 0 sponsors. Oh my God, did I break something? When you came on the show, I had 0 sponsors, and now I have a lot. You know what I mean? And I always encourage everybody to do their own things, but I definitely see, like, I've experienced where people thought, oh, he's being stuck up because he doesn't, and I don't turn down work.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm just like, really, you have to be focused on your own thing. You know what I mean?
I just think that's what a lot of my success has come outside of the city of Waco.
Yeah.
And so I cater to that when I look at my numbers, the ones I buy.
Why you gotta be shaky?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw shade. I'm petty. I'm a Scorpio. I'm petty.
Okay.
A lot of the cities and stuff are outside of here, and so I kind of cater to that.
Okay.
That's just
no. I got you. Well, listen, I just will say too. I have met some of the young up and coming rappers, and they've all been very kind with me. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? I will say, like, I want to give a shout out to like Prescription and stuff like that. I've never met Mo Rico Roger, but I kind of low key want to meet him.
That's my boy.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to meet him because he seems like very eccentric.
That's my boy.
You know what? I had Splash on the show. Do you know Splash?
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, I know all the guys, and I know pretty much everybody.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. You know what? So we have had 2 local rappers actually like kind of blow up. I would say in the past year. Yeah. So first I want to mention Wacotron.
Absolutely.
Who I've want on this show. Everybody keeps telling me to get Wacotron on the show. And what people don't understand is that these guys are blowing up now, so they don't have time for little old me.
It's tough.
Okay, you know what I mean? But have you ever worked with somebody like him?
Yeah, me and Tron, we've done stuff. I've known him since before he was rapping, and I'm super happy for him.
Right, for sure.
All the accolades, I'm proud of him. He's worked hard to get where he's at.
Yeah, definitely. And then another young rapper that we've had in town, Hot Boy West.
Yeah, him too.
I just got put onto him.
Right.
I remember somebody asking me to reach out to him, but I guess before everything blew up. You know what I mean? And we, of course, never coordinated. But I was just like, he's kind of good too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when 2 of those people, okay, so let me just put it like this. I feel like those 2 blew up. And they got a lot of recognition, which they should because they're super talented.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel like the recognition was less for you when you started doing big things?
No, I just the lane that I took is just extremely different.
Right.
I didn't take that route.
Okay, gotcha.
So their success, they earned their success.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the recognition that I get is what I wanted. So I'm super happy for both of those guys. I have a good rapport with both of those guys.
That's good. That's good. So are we gonna see like a 3-way? Oh, I said 3-way.
No, not like that.
Not a threesome. No, I mean like a song with the 3 of you. I think that would be really great.
Yeah, I mean, me and Wes talked about some things. And Tron, that's almost family. So yeah, you probably could see that in the future.
It's got to mean a lot to you guys to come from this small town where nobody was looking at us in the beginning. And you guys like do these big things, like you to be in video games. I think Hot Boy West got signed to with Gucci Mane. That's what I understand. Yeah, and Wacotron doing his own thing as well. So what does it mean for you to come from a small town like this, where it probably didn't mean shit when we were 10 years ago, to be all the successes that you're having now?
Man, if I'm being honest and transparent, and I talk to my brother all the time about this, it's literally bone chilling to know that the resources that other big cities have.
Totally.
Guys coming in, big major artists coming in and doing shows. We don't have that here.
Okay.
We came here from a little small nothing town where almost everybody knows everybody. And we're doing things on a major level, on a major scale, and it's not a coincidence. I could go out of town and somebody from Atlanta, and I'm in Atlanta, and it's not where I'm from. And they're like, "Hey, you T-Moe, and you did that." That's
cool.
Crazy, man. It's very humbling. It always keeps me grounded and working hard. Because you never know who's listening, so I'm super grateful.
And while y'all playing tune, calling me a celebrity, that would never happen to me in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
Okay,
you wouldn't think so?
You know what? That one time I went to Ichiban, and that one lady was like, "You're Andrew G," and I was like, "Yes."
I got a comment the other day from somebody from South Africa, and it just blew my mind.
Oh, really?
Blew my mind.
So they just love you.
Blew my mind.
You know what? With that being said, T-Moe, for all the up and coming rappers in that small community, like, do you have any advice for them? Do you think that they're all kind of doing the right thing as far as exposing themselves, or do you want to give some harsh criticism or anything?
No, my only advice would just be learn a business. Don't listen to people that don't know what they're talking about. Just learn it. It's right. Google is a powerful tool. And then try to network and just believe, man. It's so possible.
Right.
It's so possible.
Okay.
I promise it is. It is.
No, I got you. So I have had some rappers on. I mentioned Splash. You know what? There is this guy. I want to say we gave you a shout out when he came on. It was Cap G.
I love Cap G.
Oh my goodness. When I listen to his music, because I think the easy way out when it comes to rapping, and you guys like correct me if I'm wrong here, everybody talks about like pussy and big titties.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then but I feel like when I listened to him, I remember listening to the albums the night before he came on the show. And I was like, oh my God, this guy is about to be on my show. I was having chills.
Yeah, he's
You
fine.
know what I mean?
He has so much substance in his music, and I don't get to talk to him a lot.
Right.
But I would just encourage him to keep making the substance.
Okay.
It's not popular from where we're from, but I promise everybody else will love it.
No,
man. So, yeah,
for sure.
I like him a lot, and we're going to do some more music together for sure.
I really hope to hear that.
Yeah.
And I just want to go ahead, and I love this guy, so if it's like a sore subject, you know I'm going with this. Okay, I had Evo on this show.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think, he had mentioned that back in the day, there was some music business stuff going on in the world or whatever. And I think that there's no love, anyway, like, can you tell us what your relationship with him is now? Have you guys made up?
I've seen him. I've never had a problem with Evo. I think he's one of the most talented people on the world. Evo, actually, found out about him from this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, that guy, he just doesn't get enough credit in there, Darren. He teaches so many people so many things. And that's how I got a win to Evo. And, I wish him much success. I think he's super talented.
Yeah, he's such a nice guy, too.
I just don't have feelings when it comes to this.
We're expressing our feelings here.
I don't be caring.
No, I got you, yeah. But I think when I spoke with him, though, it was a lot of a lot of music business shit got in the middle and stuff like that.
This is a dirty business, man.
I've learned to hate y'all's business.
It's the worst.
I can't stand it.
I don't recommend. If you don't rap, don't start. It is gross. It is gross. The tactics used. And if you don't have if you're not cut from a certain cloth that don't have a certain kind of tough skin, it's not meant for you. And it's not meant for everybody. Even being super talented, it's not meant for everybody.
I still have been wanting to be in somebody's rap music video.
Come on, I got you next.
No, I do, yeah. And then you know what? If I can record my own EP just because I can say I did it.
You sure? You can sing too. I hate that they don't know that.
Yeah, no, but I want to be slutty on my EP. I want it to be super slutty and danceable.
You know what? That's the kind of music that gets big radio.
Okay, yeah.
Now, so you might be all right.
We don't do radio anymore. But anyway.
Look at you being petty now.
You know what? Everybody keeps asking me what happened. I haven't talked about it.
Yeah, I asked you behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna come on the show and talk all about it. And it's gonna fucking ruffle feathers.
Yeah, you're a public figure now. That's gonna be a blow to the system.
But you know what? Like, gosh, T-Moe, because I learned a lot about the music business from radio and the politics, and then even having the artists that I've had here on this show and everything. You know what? It kind of snowballs me to my next question. I remember you mentioning a lot of people have said they've come on this show and don't feel like they've gotten the proper support from the city. 2 years later, do you feel different?
As far as no, you know what? Actually, guys from the city now are getting a lot of love within the city.
Okay.
It's totally different, and I think that's hat tip to Prescription and even Rogue Media Network, you know, throwing events for these guys and giving them a platform to have their voice heard.
Oh yeah,
there was none of that when I started rapping.
Right. So, yeah. I think Prescription now has like this YouTube. Yeah. I think the Private Hip Hop has this YouTube thing where live they play other artists. If I'm getting that wrong, features and money and it's dope, man. Right. I think the community in Waco, I guess because of the two big artists that have gotten signed. Right. I think they lit a fire, and then they're starting to collab more and do shows. That's great though, isn't it?
Absolutely. So, I love to see it.
But for individually, do you feel like you're getting the proper love now 2 years later?
I'm getting more than I got when I did the first episode. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's crazy. It's just my goals and my aim and what I want is way different. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it may not be for it may be distasteful to somebody. Yeah. Like, why don't you do a lot of stuff down here? And it's just, man, I'm on a mission, and we're getting there. But we can't. You know what? We can't confide. Like, I'm scared to step out of the city. Oh no, you need to. Yeah, I know. Everybody keeps saying that, but I'm scared. I've had some people on this show that are not from here. I just had Adasa from Encanto. Fire. That was the most fire episode I've ever seen. Thank you. It was like, oh shit, like you really. You know what? I was a nervous gay wreck when she came on the show, bro. Like, seriously. You know what I've been wanting to tell you? What? I think you're the new Perez Hilton without all the. You like. There's nobody else you can compare me to. No, but look, I know, like fuck Perez. Sorry. No, I don't know him. Some of my stuff one time. Yeah. But I just think that lane is so wide open for you. Man, just go take it all over, bro. Like, don't even. Because that interview. Yeah. Jesus Christ. You couldn't tell that I was nervous as fuck? I would have been. Bro, my titties were sweating. Like, I had under titty sweat. I did, bro. Like, I'm not even good. I tell my brother all the time, when I'm psyching him up for the big moments and stuff, like, hey, man, just execute. Yeah. And you execute it. That's all. You know what? My show, I get so excited when some of these people agree. Like, of course, like Adasa, like Ann Harder. Sure. You know what I mean? That was even crazy. Okay, like, yeah. You know what I mean? But all these people who agree to come on the show, still 2 years later, I'm just like, oh my God, for real, thank you. You know what I mean? That was a fire interview. And I know it could get even bigger for you, man. Just go take it over. I appreciate that. No, you know what? I still feel like I'm not done here. You know what I've learned in this show, T-Moe? Honestly, can I just make this about me for 2 minutes? Go ahead. There is not enough
enough recognition for people who are up and coming.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to provide that platform, and I snowballed into that because, of course, obviously you want to get the big names at first.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But then I was like, God, but there's such a community of talented people. Like I had Cap G on the show.
Right.
I had this Spanish singer named Richie on the show.
I saw that.
You know what I mean? And I feel like when it comes to Waco celebrities, excuse my voice, when it comes to Waco celebrities, they get this every time there's something going on in town, it's the same people.
Yeah.
No shade.
Yeah,
no shade. You know what I mean?
You're right about
because
that.
I've had some of them on this show and I love them. But there's so many people in town that are not getting the proper platform to really showcase their talents and talk about where they come from and everything. I'm hoping that with this show I can provide that. You know what I mean? Even if it gives them just a little boost, you know?
I think you're absolutely doing that. And, you know, me just in hindsight, looking back on how I started, I would have loved if, man, Andrew, my boy from school, had a podcast back in 2011, like when I started. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it would have been crazy. But yeah. I mean,
timing's everything.
Yeah, I heard nothing but positive things about this show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm happy for you, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Oh gosh. Anyway, I can't believe it. Anyway, okay. So, you know what? Gosh, T-Moe. Okay. I wanted to talk to you about the way you hype yourself up on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do you think that it could ever be misconstrued? Because you are quick to go on there and be like, I am the best lyricist.
Absolutely, I am.
Nobody can tell me shit.
You know what it is? And just in private talks with people I care about, I tell them this and they know. You know, if you don't know me, you're going to think I'm the most pompous, arrogant asshole.
But he's so nice. He is so, you've always been the kindest. You have.
And I get that negative because when I'm not, I'm not.
Right.
You know what I mean? When I feel a kind of way, I'm a super passionate person. I just know what the time that I put in my craft and when I'm looking at my 4 blank walls in the house and you know, when people are partying or having the time of their lives, I'm working on my craft.
For sure.
I'd rather rap than do anything else in the world.
Right. And that's all you're doing now. Well, and writing.
Yeah, that's it. I would rather would rather create music than if it was a choice of, hey, let's go party in Cancun or, hey, T-Moe, write a verse, I'm gonna write the verse.
Yeah.
So when I write a verse, I just feel triumphant and I just oh my God, I'm the fucking best in the world. Like nobody can. And it's okay for me to feel like that because I'm not projecting on you. I'm just proud of myself.
So it's kind of like a double-edged sword because you can be misconceived as like stuck up and everything. But I think your accolades and everything speaks for itself.
That's fine. And the fact that I have done stuff like that, which is extremely rare. I do want to point that it's not what I've done is not regular by any means. But I don't treat anybody less than because I have that.
And I want to go ahead and touch on that too because you really don't. I remember when you had the song on Mortal Kombat 11, and it was like a huge thing in town, and everybody was really really singing your praises. And I remember seeing you at a bar, and I think we talked about this on the first episode. And I was only on the radio; I didn't even have the show. And I remember you came up to me it was so kind and it was so generous. And then I always said, if I ever did something like this, radio interview or anything, you were going to be my first guest.
Man,
and we made it happen.
That.
And now he's my 100th too.
I appreciate that, man.
Yes,
I needed this 100 episode.
No, yeah, I knew. Everybody keeps asking me like, what were you going to do for the 100th episode? And I couldn't think of anything more than to have T-Moe back,
man.
And it opens the door for me to revisit with past guests as well. You know what I mean? I totally want to do that, but you had to have the first spot.
Super dope, bro.
You know what? Gosh, T-Moe, we are close to wrapping up here, but how would you say that your sound has evolved sonically in the past 2 years?
Man, just my songwriting ability, especially being able to spar with that guy in there, because he's just one of the most amazing songwriters I've ever heard.
For sure.
It's just quadrupled.
Yeah.
My outlook on the music business, like I've seen some super highs, and I've seen like the stuff I don't want to be a part of.
Right. So sniffing cocaine out of bitches' booties?
Yeah, that have nothing to do with me. I can't
wait till I'm so famous that somebody sniffs cocaine out of my ass. I can't wait. It's going to be so great.
Yeah, I mean, my sound is just, it's crazy. I'm exploring different stuff that I probably would have been nervous to do 7 8 years ago. So
Right. Yeah. Any big artists that you're wanting to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
Can't name it.
That's why I hate your fucking business. Y'all can't say shit.
Not legally.
You know what I mean?
No,
IPs, whatever. You know how many people are suing me? Anyway. you know how many people are suing me after 100 episodes?
I do not want to get sued.
Listen,
I do want to give a shout out to Charlie Boy because that was a childhood idol of mine. And for him to be on Color Me Dope, he's the only feature on there.
Oh, wow.
On the Greater Love song.
That's so
I appreciate him. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I am going to ask you to freestyle.
You want me to freestyle?
I do want you to freestyle.
I did on the first one, right?
You did, but I think that we should take a shot of Hennessy.
We'll take a shot first, and then I'm
take a
go
shot
in?
and then freestyle because it's going to make you more slutty.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna let you pour mine too.
Okay, here, get that because it's like my.
It's way too far.
Yeah, it's too far from me. Okay, there you go. Okay. There we go, darling. I don't know if I should be mixing this with the Dayquil, but I guess it's episode 100. Okay. Was that inappropriate for me to say that I want to be so famous that somebody sniffs coke out of my ass? Has that ever happened with you guys? You guys haven't done that yet?
I've seen some crazy shit.
In the music business, right?
I've seen some crazy shit. I haven't done it.
You know what? Yes, I believe you. Okay, here, take this one. Don't drop it on that iPad. He's careful, right? I'm not done making the payments.
Oh my God.
While y'all say I'm so fucking famous. Okay?
You are.
I had to get a payment plan on that goddamn iPad.
Even if they don't know your name. Like, oh yeah, we know that guy.
Cheers. 100 episodes. Oh goodness. Oh my God. Definitely sliding in DMs after that one. All right. T-Moe, freestyle for us, please. Anything before we go. You have to. It's just it's customary.
Jesus. 2 words, goat man. That's just what them folks saying. Clown, all you monkey ass niggas like I'm Roseanne. I should change my last name to Bar, worth of Roseanne. Came on this bitch eating like the intro to fuck it. I heard niggas was after hours, left them open after. Them niggas had the soul to do it, it was floating after. Can't see me, boy, I'm too on point, just like a cloak and dagger. I ain't just saying that because my song on Cloak and Dagger. Think these niggas popping because they entertaining rappers? I make a rap that makes some racks, I let the fame come after. I never finished college, but I still obtain my masters. I click it fast, this shit Jurassic, I could tame a raptor. Can't have no safety on the handgun, nigga, where I'm from. The north side, where we man up quicker. Make breaking rules look good, I'm an and one nigga. Before I learned to stand up, I was a stand up. I'm glad you actually noticed that bar for bar, I'm the coldest in Texas, not just my city. And last year I took it global, potential to make $1 million. Got people switching their motives. Moved from the hood and still gotta watch for the rats and roaches. 2 words, most bars separate me so far. Not into designer, but my travel luggage go yard. Hot sex with your broad, the whole noise. Well, how you thinking she always in debt with the maker? How she, oh God. Sawed off shotty I got from the flea market. I call it bitch Lonzo Ball to release awkward. Sold that shit to my little shooter for cheap partner. His code name Roman Candles, he keeps sparking. I need you all to give respect. If you don't give me nothing, empty stomach probably eat you rappers. Then I Henny flush it after eating rappers from an empty stomach. You ain't peeped the function, did it backwards like I'm Benji Button. Niggas think I diss them in my rhymes. What a rich assumption. Busy with my movement. That be y'all to keep me in discussion. Money talking out of them pics, you flashing hundreds till them gangsters make you come off them racks like you titty fucking. I'm the GOAT.
Oh my. The titty fucking part got me. Something I'll never experience in my life ever. T-Moe, 2 years later, you're still the GOAT.
Man, they gotta know it. They gotta know it.
You're still amazing. I'm so happy that you are where you are in life. You've succeeded in so many things. It seems like you got more to work on and everything. And gosh, everybody who's coming up under you, humbly saying, for sure. Best of luck to them as well. There's a whole community out here of rappers that I'm sure really look up to you. Yeah, you know what I mean? What's next for you?
What's next? We got the thing I can't talk about, but we're doing that. Me and my brother Dan Kyle. Yeah. I'm making an album right now called Feature Presentation. I don't feature a lot on my own personal albums, so this one will be all features with big name artists. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you want me, I'm not a big artist.
No, hop on there. I might do an interlude or something.
How about that? We'll do a skit because I can't sing. Okay, we'll talk about it.
Feature Presentation. C Walker's producing all that shit again, man. I'll be looking out for Darian Kyle. He's coming.
Darian was up there laughing the whole entire time. Are you ready for this show?
He's hilarious. I don't think he is.
I don't know if you're ready for that. We talk about sniffing cocaine out of my ass and side pieces. Okay? And I don't give a fuck 100 episodes in.
Nah, man. Shout out to Proper Free Odyssey. Yes. We coming, man.
I just want to tell you that I am so grateful that you came on to the 100th episode of the show. Of course. No, I couldn't think of another guest I would want for 100. I've got more of the public affair on the way. It's not stopping anytime soon.
I know it.
Listen, I broke my foot. I had COVID. I still kept doing this fucking show. Fuck that. I'm obsessed with this.
Episode 200, so y'all 200. He's gonna be super. He's gonna be even bigger than this. By episode 200, that's mine too. We're gonna revisit, man. I'm proud of you.
I'll know that I made it once I'm sitting in the beach with my titties out, eating sushi and drinking margaritas, and somebody snorting coke out of my ass. Like,
I'm not gonna be on the beach. I'm gonna text you and be like, bro, you good out there? Yeah, for sure.
He just got done with his line. Oh my God, T-Moe, thank you so much for coming on to the public affair. To everybody, oh my goodness, 100 episodes. You guys mean the absolute galaxy to me, and I can't even continue to express how grateful I am that this show still gets the recognition and love that it gets, and I'm super grateful to everybody who's even shared it one time.
For sure.
All the sponsors who've ever sponsored even one time. I just appreciate you guys so much. You guys are the best, and I love you all so much. T-Moe, best of luck to you. Please, let's keep in touch.
Absolutely.
Okay? Yes, and then let's have dinner sometime. And,
just don't tell who I'm there.
I'm not gonna tell you either. Okay, my bad. I don't know why you couldn't say she was cute. anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, but when you see me, anyway. Before we go, I encourage you guys to like, share, and subscribe to this episode of The Public Affair, and I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode. This episode was brought to you by Soko Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez, located at 3304 Franklin Drive. They offer team, small group, and individual skill training. Dominic also provides elite skills training to make your kid a superb star athlete. They also have open play on Mondays and Wednesdays for ages 16 and older at 8:30 with Morrow, aka Silly Buns. It's only $5 to play. Follow on Facebook at Soko Soccer Academy and on Instagram at Soko Soccer 254. Thank you guys for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Pollo Box and Audio with my boy Jeffrey Monreal. Home for all your LED needs and auto accessories, installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He's completely pimped my ride. He has completely pimped my ride. I have my windows tinted now because of him.
Oh, he's fine.
And I can do like sexual things in my car.
Oh my God.
And he also specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and much more. Definitely a jack of all trades. Your one-stop shop to get everything done in one roof. My boy, Pollo Box and Audio, Jeffrey Monreal, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. And of course, the scrumptious, the delicious, the obsessive Fat Boy Michelada and Botana, my boy Junior Banda. He provides the best micheladas and botana plates for yourself or for a party. Menu of ton of different items, including botana bowls, chamoy, pickles, and more. T-Moe, you got to try it. You're going to get obsessed, though. You're going to get obsessed.
I like chamoy.
Yeah, with his, it's the best. Locally operated, so make sure you get the best and not the rest, darling. Follow on Facebook and Instagram at Fatboy Michelada. Eat botana and place your orders now. Junior Banda is like one of the biggest supporters of The Public Affair.
Fire.
Honestly, love that guy. Fire. Thank you so much. To everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning into the 100th episode of The Public Affair. Of course, another shout out to T-Moe for coming on. I can't wait to see what he's got going on next. I'll be featured on his next album.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to go home and sweat the rest of this, whatever it is, out that I've had all weekend. And don't forget, darling, to always keep it between us. Love you guys. Mwah.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.
Are you a podcaster? Let's talk podcast hosting. Are you tired of your current podcast host? Need real support in a community that gets it? At Rogue Media Network, we offer top-tier podcast hosting services to help you thrive. From hosting and distribution to dedicated support, we've got you covered. Starting as low as $25 a month. Join our community of passionate podcasters today. Contact us at hello@roguemedianetwork.com.